All right, here we go. Welcome to the Job Spectrum Survey Report for Cancer 2025. And I just want to remind you, this is an art project that started with me doing a graphic on a baseball and the actual baseball playoffs. It turned into this other graphic I made over here and a blog that I wrote. This is how they should pay baseball players, and that's the genesis of this idea. And it's a wonderful story, and I'd love to share it with you. I'll probably make a video about it, but if you want me to come on your podcast or talk about it or whatever, let's do it. Everyone always asks me, how does the job spectrum make money? And it's probably been the hardest thing for me to articulate as the inventor and designer of this thing. But there's a participant starter fee. The first year of the job spectrum is free. So starting March 21st, 2026, it's going to cost $55 up front to join, but never a penny after. And if you join before that, you get to join and be an inaugural member of the job spectrum for the year 2025 and the beginning of 2026. Advertising, $610 a month for a 4-month rotation. We're just starting the second 4-month rotation right now with Leo. We just finished Cancer, which is what this report's about. We're in Leo right now. And you can, the tiered licensing, franchising, private offerings. Here's the deal. You can lease or have pay me to come in and help you install something that can assign value to anything. And this thing will work, large size or small size. And you know what? It's just a better mousetrap, people. And the accrued interest, it's just like the stock market, but we want to have people hold their money in the job spectrum and then pull it out when they need it, kind of like points on a credit card. So the special sauce behind the job spectrum, now that we've gone over the money, there's new avenues of compensation. We're repurposing tired, unethical concepts. We're redefining what work and labor is. The filling out the survey is the work or the labor. So you're doing that 3 times a year. So you're participating 3 times a year in something that you can do very easily, sitting on your butt in between Netflix on your phone for 20 minutes. What this does is it creates an index of opportunities, which makes society more maneuverable, nimble, and it powers civilization in the direction it wants to go, like a propeller on a ship or a bacterial flagellum on a bacterial flagellum. So we split the labor by your birthday. So we're doing the first Cancer. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in Cancer right now. The shared revenue empowers people to collectively influence how different job roles are valued, offering a way to elevate undervalued professions, because that's built into the design of the job spectrum questions. Plus, we're merging of disciplines. We're taking art and science and philosophy and marketing and advertising and the architecture, the design behind this thing, and we're applying it to economics for a safer, nicer, funner, cleaner world, a more intelligent, empowered society. We do that through what we're selling you, which is the world's first shared labor through the Zodiac, shared revenue through the co-op media channel, repurposed advertising and marketing mechanized. It's a mechanism survey, and it's governed by the eternal mathematical laws and principles of nature. And that in turn manufactures data with meaning. Here is the actual mechanism. It turns in the sky. Right now, we are in Leo. So we're in Leo right now. We're going to talk about Cancer segment right there. How we manufacture the data is through a survey where we assign monthly value to the different guilds that we belong to. So how important is this job to society? How would you rank the skill involved in performing that job? And how would you rank the ease physically of doing the job? So, and here are the Cancer results for 2025. The guild that came in first is the Military or Public Service and Disaster Response Guild. So the second guild is Transportation, Shipping, Couriers, Messengers, Professional Drivers with a score of 21.55. And then the third guild, Farming and Food Industry Jobs, 20.84. We've got a lot of tightness in some of these answers. Look, we had a tie here. Customer Service and Information Knowledge at 13. So they all get the exact same price, 95 Shiba coin. So we've got, here's the results. Here's how many members belong to each guild. And then here's the distribution. Since this is the 4th one, we're doing 3,000 Shiba coin. And then each participant gets this many Shiba coin for this month. So the Shiba coin is the currency of the job spectrum, because I don't have $1 million, but boy, I got a lot of Shiba and I got enough Shiba to share. So here are the results over the course of 4 months. What you can see is that this was in the first place last month. It's the same place this month. So what was in second place last month was skilled tradesmen, electrical, plumbing, and carpentry. It fell to 4th. third place is here's farming and food, and that's the same result. So these guys are kind of like switching places here. And then the fourth skill is general skilled tradesmen, like electrical, plumbing, and all that stuff. So they fell to fourth. Interesting statistic coming out right here. Restaurant remains a consistent fifth important. And that's, you know, just like banking here. Banking kind of fell off. But this is the kind of data this stuff generates, and it generates all kinds of crazy data. So here's how it works. Here's the Aries. Moves from Aries to Taurus to Gemini to Cancer. We're going to have a full year of this before the end of the year, before March of next year. The spring equinox is when the job spectrum fires up its second round. But that's how it works. And that's how it gamifies capitalism. And this is only the tip of the manufactured iceberg. This is like inventing a new game or procedure. It's like I'm James Naismith. James Naismith had to teach everybody how to play basketball, thinking about hanging up peach baskets. But Job Spectrum actually is more like CrossFit for capitalism. So if capitalism was a human being, it'd be my 600-pound life. We're bedridden, we're unhealthy, we eat crap. It's not a good fit. What the Job Spectrum is, it's like CrossFit for capitalism. So what we're selling you is a participant-owned co-op media channel, and we're repurposing advertising and marketing through a simple survey that I've designed, creating an index of multiple revenue streams like the NASDAQ or like the stock market. And this gamifies and democratizes capitalism itself. This gamifies and democratizes capitalism itself. And I'm not this smart. It's based upon the knowledge I've accumulated from all these super duper smart people and a lot more. I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Art's task is to save the soul of mankind, and that anything less is a dithering while Rome burns. Because if the artists, who are self-selected for being able to journey into the other, if the artist cannot find the way, then the way cannot be found.